There were many petitions against me but he stood by me, says Apapa. Mile 2 gridlock is a major challenge to progress by Ebun. Sessou. The Lagos International Trade Fair was concessionaired for 9 years before it was reclaimed by the federal government in 2017. Against this background, former LG chairman Lucy Omosefe Ajayi, who was appointed the executive director, Lagos International Trade Fair Complex Management Board, took over as the new manager in 2017. In this interview, she reveals how she joined the PMB presidential train at the CPC merger committee level to negotiate with other parties and for a merger, APC, to emerge. She spoke on women and how they can reclaim their rightful position in politics. Can you give an overview of the present operational system in the Lagos Trade Fair? For the fact that the concession process is still on, the operations are still skeletal. The concessionaire has charged the federal government to court on who takes possession of the trade fair, and until it is determined in court, operations in the trade fair will be limited. I am taking my time to ensure that things are done properly. Lucy Ajayi. The case is a good case for the federal government. He is claiming that he is still in charge, the concessionaire, and that I brought people to tamper with his property, that I am not obeying the NPC decision of 2013, and that I took him to EFCC. I do not know any investor who would invest in a property under litigation. No, I have been given a mandate to revamp the Lagos Trade Fair and give it a global outlook to compete with other trade fairs all over the world. How do you hope to achieve this? We are trying to give it a new look. People are expected to come from different countries. We have to provide good roads, raise the aesthetic value of the place, and gradually we will do so, but we will not hurt those who are already there because they should not be punished for sins they did not commit. The concessionaire has turned the trade fair to a marketplace for selling peppers and tomatoes. We will ensure we put a human face to the whole process of revamping the trade fair so as not to hurt people. We want investors and private individuals to come and build structures that would be approved by us. Most of the already made structures were not approved. Are you currently facing any challenges? We are working on zero budget. And we are trying to woo investors, private individuals too, in order to revamp the system. Another challenge is the issue of traffic gridlock along the Mile 2 Badagry Expressway. Traffic poses a challenge to the trade fair, but I think the Ministry of Works and Lagos State Government should help in this direction. As an executive director, I'd only have the mandate to propose plans to move the trade fair forward and for the approval to be given. There are insinuations that women are intolerant, especially when they occupy top positions. It is a misconception. The truth is that women are principled. Women are goal-getters and we cannot be distracted. Women are loving and considerate people. Most women do not blow their trumpet, they rather allow others do that for them. Women know when to play and when to be serious. The trade fair is a business-oriented organization and it should be taken as such. You are overseeing 36 states of the Federation? It is a revenue-generating agency for the government. I am only a collector. What people do not know is that we do not organize the trade fair, we just present a venue. The chambers of commerce for each of the states handle trade fairs. We only give the atmosphere and the venue for business owners. It is a monumental ornament. It is not supposed to be commercialized. We want people all over the world to see the trade fairs as tourist centers. You were appointed by President Buhari. What is the level of your relationship with him that would have earned you such a position? I was once and still his foot soldier. I was a politician before I became an appointee, and I have worked with him in CPC from inception in 2009 to the election of 2011. Of course, he won. The peak of my political involvement was when he appointed me to be a member of the CPC merger committee to negotiate with other parties and for the merger to hold as APC. I was the only female in a delegation of 18 members. There was no money attached, but I was happy to have joined that delegation. before, I was a party local government chairman in Kasai. I'd never held any political appointment until now, but he saw me while I was discharging my duties as a member of CPC, and it will only take a PMB to do that. He believes in merit. For 3 months, there were petitions about my appointment, but he stood his ground. Until my appointment, PMB did not know my state of origin. I got a South-South slot for my appointment in the Southwest. He is the only one who can bring people to do the needful and the rightful. Some others would say people should go in queue. He believes in credibility and merit. I was just a lone voice in Kasai, but I admired PMB and I decided to champion a campaign for him in 2009, and he noticed that lone voice. But it seems Nigerians do not believe in him anymore. Let us take an empirical analysis of what has happened in PDP's 16-year reign. A bag of beans is now N54,000. Did it just happen yesterday? The National Population Census has said the population of Nigerians is 195 million. What was the population of Nigeria? How much infrastructure was put in place? The same structure that 40 million Nigerians were managing is still what we are managing at 195 million, and you want the infrastructure to work? Go and check some developed or even developing countries. I was in South Africa for some years. I got there when the population was 40 million and left when it was 46 million, and the government of South Africa is still building affordable houses for the people. They started with the TSA, but it was not implemented and nobody asked why. Is it easy for me now to collect money from the TSA? President Buhari is not ready to accept excuses, but there is no money in the system. Buhari will not have money in Nigeria's treasury and allow Nigerians to suffer. I hope the civil servants will be bold enough to tell Nigerians the truth. I was under the tutelage of President Buhari and I have worked with him closely. He taught me to see Nigeria in another perspective and not to give up. He taught me that the challenges are just distractions. I am passing the message to my board members. Another problem is that the budget has not been passed and people are not condemning it.